Okay, so we're going to jump right into this.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this Miss Eco International thing?
Oh, yeah.
Alexi May Brooks from the Philippines just won.
Oh, wow.
It's so cool. I mean, the whole, the pageant thing's the whole thing.
Right.
But what's so interesting is her message that she's spreading using this platform
Absolutely.
about environmental responsibility and animal welfare.
Yeah, and I think it's particularly fascinating because she's drawing on some pretty deep stuff in this speech.
Yeah, so we're going to do like a deep dive.
Yeah, deep dive into this transcript we have.
Right, exactly.
See what she's really saying.
Yeah, and see what the significance of it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, she talks about environmental awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
she starts by mentioning children learning right from wrong, like basic right and wrong.
Mm.
Why start there when you're talking about like the planet?
I think that's a really interesting choice because it gets at the core of where our understanding of how to treat the environment comes from. If we can instill in children from a young age a sense of responsibility and care, then that naturally extends to the world around them.
That's interesting.
You think about it, teaching a kid not to litter is kind of like teaching them not to take something that isn't theirs.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's a similar kind of moral lesson there
Yeah.
about respecting what's around you.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And she's pretty direct about it, too, like with everyday actions,
Uh-huh.
even just like dealing with garbage.
Oh, absolutely. And, she really emphasizes the scale of the impact
Right.
that our actions have. Like,
Yeah.
she says, climate change is actually happening, in fact, destroying our garbage, that we thought this is one garbage will really affect so much.
Wow.
But if everyone is doing that every single day, we're going to have a big impact, negative impact to our future.
So it's like,
It's huge.
yeah, it's like one person doing one little thing is not a big deal. But when you multiply that by
7 billion people.
exactly.
It's a lot.
So it's not just about knowing that there's a problem.
Right.
It's about what you do about it.
Exactly. Awareness without action is not enough.
Right.
She's pushing for real, tangible steps.
Okay, now animal welfare.
Yeah.
Her perspective here feels really personal.
Oh, yeah. It's clearly rooted in her upbringing, like growing up with a family business in the market, living in a small home with animals.
Like what kind of animals?
Pigs and dogs.
Wow. So like all together in one house.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Wow.
And that kind of experience gives you a really direct understanding of how interconnected we are with other living things.
I love that she says these animals taking care of us also.
Yeah.
Like that just says so much about how she sees things.
It really does. There's a recognition there of mutual dependence, and her advocacy stems from that understanding. Like she says, every living things out there have a religion, and costumes don't want to get criticisms. How much more are these animals that only just want to be there to exist in the world and place?
So essentially like every living thing has a right to just exist.
Exactly, without suffering.
Right.
It's about extending that circle of compassion beyond just us humans.
So we're not just talking about like not being cruel to animals.
Right. It's bigger than that.
It's like a more holistic kind of.
It's about respecting the whole ecosystem.
Right.
Humans, animals, plants.
And being aware of those who do harm.
Yeah, who disrupt that balance.
Okay, so to sum up,
Yeah.
Alexi May Brooks is all about early environmental education. So people grow up with this sense of responsibility for the planet.
Right.
And how like even our small daily actions have a big impact on the environment.
Yeah, when you add them all together.
And then this deep respect for animals.
Yeah, that comes from her own experiences.
It's pretty amazing how she ties all of this together.
It really is. She's presenting a whole ethical framework.
It values both the planet and all its inhabitants.
So for you listening, think about the choices you make every day.
Yeah.
All those little things.
Mm-hmm.
What if you looked at them through the lens of how they might impact the environment and the other living beings around you?
Interesting.
Could you maybe make some different choices?
Something to think about.
Yeah, like even just a small shift in perspective.
Could have a ripple effect.
Exactly.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely food for thought.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's our deep dive for today.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.